Hello everyone and welcome back to SpellForce, the Order of Dawn. Today we'll be traveling around the lands, we'll finish a few of the secondary quests and hopefully at the end of this part we'll be at the next map in our journey.
Greetings, friend.
I bring you bad news.
We've already heard about it. The news of Rowan's death weighs heavily on this day. It has grown silent in the halls of the Order. A shadow has fallen over the land.
Rowan's last words make little sense to me. Hokan, an odd artifact. This book here, what could he have possibly meant?
You must follow these clues. Find Hokan. Find out how we can stop the blades. And look for the artifact. It may be our last hope.
Where do I begin my quest?
In the northern Windwall Mountains, in the land of the House of Hallett. When you are there, ask for Marcia. She is the emissary of the Order in Wellrock, the castle of the Halletts.
How can she help me?
To find Hokan, you must go into the heart of death, the Dark Lands. A desolate, devastated region, which was once called the Gate of the Kings. Hokan's stronghold was once located there. Marcia knows the way. Here, take this letter. The gate fortress in the south of the city leads to the Windwall Mountains. Show the letter to the Hallett guards.
What will you do?
We will prepare ourselves for war.
Who is Hokan Ashir?
Hokan was one of the Circle Mages. He was the mightiest necromancer Fiera had ever seen. He came here from the distant land of Xu. He brought many dark secrets from there with him. In the war, he fought with his undead hordes against Uran the Red. We don't know what happened to him during the convocation. We thought he was dead. One thing, however, is sure. That his one-time undead hosts are still wandering about through the Darklands. And it seems they are stretching out their bony fingers more and more for our flesh. May the gods curse the war and everything it has brought about.
What are the Darklands?
That was where the most devastating campaigns of the Convocation War once raged. The battles between Hokan's undead hordes and Uram's demons went back and forth for years on end. Now the land is barren and burnt out. The one-time armies still live there and have made it to a site of death. The Order tried several times to cordon off the Darklands with border fortresses, but most of them were overrun by leaderless armies.
That was a long speech. He has opened the gate to the next location. I think it's here. No, Farland, so here, then to the south. However, before we go there, we will finish some of the side quests. Zarim, maybe you
Greetings,
tell
my
us.
friend.
By Awenir's light, Knight of the Order. What are you carrying in your hand?
This here, that was supposed to become a very special crossbow, but I have almost given up all hope of ever finishing it. I wanted to make it from the noble wood of the black yew tree, but this tree has become very rare in the meanwhile. Back in the old days, the forests were still full of that wood. People carved many fine bows from it, but since the rule of the Circle, we can hardly find the black yew tree anymore.
Is this the broken bow made from the wood of the black yew tree?
Indeed it is. Perfect Talandian workmanship. An excellent piece of work.
Take it. Maybe you can complete your work on your crossbow with it.
Thank you, stranger. This is an extremely generous gift.
I think the broken bow was from one of the ghosts in Leonin. We've dispatched off. Let's go around the northern part of the city. While they still have the wound tincture for the elves.
Unfortunately, I can still offer you nothing. Flann Gonderson hasn't yet arrived with the delivery.
I believe I have a crate for you here.
My delivery, finally! How can I ever reward you? My cash box is empty. Wait, I know. Here, take this tincture. It has great healing power and is highly regarded everywhere.
It is also unlocked new trader for us with mostly white magic equipment or equipment for white mages. We can actually sell all of the... Yeah, we could sell the runes. We can also sell spells we won't be using. No reason not to. Runes for higher levels. Need those. Actually, we have level 5 workers. Fine. Level 6, level 6, level 8. Let's get a better fighter and equip him. What do you have? Light combat. All light combat. The fire dents are still the best weapons we have. Give you nice armor. I can't use it yet. Let's give it to him. Helmet. Nice helmet for white magic. Two rings. And some really useless leggings. So Tamara here, or Tanara here.
Ah, you again.
Helena said you could do something with this silk.
Silk from a big old spider. This sort of thing is very hard to procure. What do you want for it?
What do you offer?
What about a trade? You give me the silk, and I'll tell you in return how to get a wonderful magical robe, the likes of which nobody else in any of the Northern Realms wears.
The robe would certainly be worth more to me than this silk. Tell me more.
I do, however, need two different kinds of this spider silk. On the one hand, some dark silk, the kind woven by the large rock spiders in the mountains. On the other hand, a light silk, the kind woven by the phantom spiders in the darklands. Bring me 1 part dark and 2 parts light silk. Then I will make you a robe that will draw great magical power from the contradiction of these two opposite kinds of magical silk.
Okay. We're on a quest to get some silk. Level. I can actually slot in one more rune hero. Mentalist might be nice. Let's just give her a shield for more armor. Some basic melee weapon.
an adventurer. Come closer. Bring a little diversion into the working day of a simple cobbler. Tell me of your adventures.
I'm no adventurer, my friend.
No? You look a hell of a lot like one. What's up? Do you want to experience a little adventure, perhaps?
My time is limited.
Come on, don't be so diffident. Listen to me for a moment. It will surely interest you. Old treasures and old secrets.
Good. Tell me your secrets, friend cobbler.
Sandor is my name. Now then, a few days ago I was wandering through the mountains near the Shadow Pass looking for old objects when...
On the Shadow Pass? In the land of the goblins?
Is this your story or mine? Where was I? Oh yes, now, as I was wending my way, I suddenly heard some strange sounds, like the distant echo of voices. I found 3 different places with old gravestones on them. This odd murmuring seemed to be coming out of each one.
Did you examine it closer?
No, I'm just a cobbler. There were bones lying all around there, and when I came closer, they started to tremble. Then I ran away as fast as I could. The gravestones aren't here in town. There are grave markers outside in the mountains. One stands in the north, one in the south, and one in the southwest. Examine the 3 gravestones and then come back here and tell me about them. But be on your guard.
Voices from gravestones?
Voices, like echoes from a far distant place, whispering in a strange language.
Okay.
Voices from
I
gravestones?
think that's the...
Voices.
Yeah. For some reason it gave me the same line. Twice? Let's talk to everyone in the town. Again. Both 5, 6 to 10. Yeah, I think while framing Wrath is nice with the fire damage, I think the higher base damage of the Whispery Bow might actually cut it here. I don't need to add any more points into the other stats now. I'll need agility. Yeah. Next time I have to remember to increase my agility to have in order to have better melee weapon. Kastagiri here will plus something. Let's go into 4th person for a while for a change.
They are here. They are here. Oh, dear, send out the light. Drive the shadows away.
You should go see a healer, friend. You are ill.
No, not ill. Knowing, and yet still blind. I don't see the shadows under the light. Don't see the horror creeping up on me.
Tell me one thing at a time.
Sorry, I'm Kastagir, an adept of the dark arts. Believe me, I know the creatures of light, and I'm knowledgeable on the creatures of darkness. But in the shadows, there lurks a power that is more terrible than all the creatures this world will ever bring forth. Something is waiting there. Alien, mysterious, not visible to the eye, except when they are killing. Then you see their dark silhouettes, and it's the last thing you ever see. Only very few people know of them. My master died by their hand. I must get to the bottom of their secret. I have no other choice. Perhaps they are already here, among us. Lurking.
Is there no magic spell that can protect you?
No, no curse can frighten them. The ring. The ring is the only way. My master told me about it before he died, but he took his knowledge with him into the grave.
Sure. Not suspicious at all. Yeah, there will be a lot of talking in this part. This is the main quest. We'll do that later. Henrik.
Tell me, haven't I seen her somewhere before? Or weren't you going to bring me some liquor? Liquor from my homeland.
I have a bottle of Leonon fruit brandy here.
Don't come near me with that rotgut. I said liquor from my homeland.
Okay. He doesn't look like he wants Lionel brandy. Are there any quests on? Yeah, Santos has something to tell us.
Ah, an adventurer. I hope you're not one of the long-fingered variety. Otherwise, you'll soon kiss those fingers goodbye. Do you hear?
What goods do you sell?
I trade with things far beyond your imagination, let alone your budget. You'd better just move on.
What a lovely chap. Then the only place we haven't been to is Goran, Ortang, and the dentist.
What? What do you want? Go your way and stop bothering decent citizens.
What are you doing here?
You can see that, getting annoyed by idiots like you. If I had any time left, then I'd study old writings and do translation.
Are you a scholar?
No, I'm the night watchman. Of course I'm a scholar. And a good one, too. Now, what do you want?
Well, he might be useful later.
What'll it be? A sword for your brother? Or a dagger for your beloved?
What do you mean?
All right. Most of the people who come to me are harboring fairly dark thoughts, if you know what I mean. I craft the tools of death. No butcher knives or military swords. You can get those on the market. Now, what do you want from Ortank, warrior?
Do you craft armor too, Ortank?
Rarely. A good set of armor simply takes too long. Besides, the right metal is usually very scarce.
So, you have forged armor.
I once crafted a suit of armor from gleaming moon silver, the only one ever made by a human hand. Day after day, Sundra and I stood sweating over the forge. We used all our skill and knowledge to craft that armor. It was intended for the greatest warrior the human realms have ever seen.
What became of that armor?
Amra wore it when he set forth to look for Leia. What became of him? I don't know. He never returned from his journey. My old apprentice, Sunder, looked quite a while for Amra, but all in vain. He now has a forge in Leonon. If you should find him, bring him my greetings.
Can you forge a good weapon?
I could make you a weapon you've never even dared to dream of, warrior. But for that, I need material that is more precious than a kingdom.
What are you talking about?
Among the undead in the south of the Windwall Mountains, there are some individuals of such evil that their rotten souls have turned to stone. These stones contain a great, unholy power. Bring me the 5 soul stones, and you will receive a weapon the likes of which you have never seen before.
Okay. That means our next journey will take us to Leanon.
Ah, friend, it's you again.
And Seno has nothing to tell to us. If you remember, during the first part, there was a hermit here. We should be able to talk to him now. And then we'll tackle the gravestones. I'll skip forward and I'll resume recording once I'm next to the hermit here. We're here, let's talk to the hermit.
A wanderer in this wilderness?
You look very weak.
Weak, yes. Weakness has lived in my limbs since that day, when this illness laid me low. May you never have to go through anything like that. Nothing can soothe my agony.
You mean your disease is incurable?
Well, the Zephyr potion, it can heal this illness. But it is rare and precious. Shanmuir, the healer from Leanon, she might be able to concoct it. But she... perhaps you might be able to help me. Ask Shanmuir for a Zephyr potion. She'll listen to you.
I'll see what I can do.
And the other thing we can do here is go to the gravestones here, and as this guy Sandor asks us, we can investigate the strange echoes or strange voices around the gravestones. It is quite a walk. There will be a lot of walking, and if you have a white mage, for example, who has some walking speed buffs, walking speed enhancements, really comes in handy. Not only during this part, but yeah, there's a gravestone. I think it's this one. Yeah. Not only during this part, but during the next maps as well. There will be a lot of running back and forth. Let's examine the gravestone. Tar.
It's an ambush!
Level 5 skeleton. Continue forward to the location of our former base in this first map. The second gravestone is right around the corner here. I couldn't remember the locations of the stone, but I checked beforehand. Guar.
It's an ambush!
That's the second skeleton Delvave. And third one is around here. The teleporting stones don't help you here. You have to run a long way anyway anyway. But we'll use it when we go back to the town. Right back at the Shadow Pass. Can't walk from there. And right as the sun is coming down, there's the third and final grave. Same lines, only Shin different. That's the last of the cutthroats here. And let's actually use the last of the bind stones to teleport us back. We're right back at where we started the game, this monument. And let's return to the other monument, and yeah, that's the echoes. That's the echoes done in first part of the Hermit quest. Next next map we will go to Isleanan. We have 2 quests we can finish here. For one of them we will need every single soldier we can get. Actually there are 3 quests we can progress. The other is the blacksmith one. Let's talk to the healer first.
Ah, so you're back.
Can you brew a Zirfar potion for me?
The Zirfar potion? Who has sent you? Is it that hermit?
Yes. You know of him?
Indeed I do. He's a murderer, a slaughterer driven by madness. His illness and weakness are the only reason why he is still on the loose and not in a dungeon. His suffering gained him the sympathy of the judges. The Zirfar potion might help him, but once he regains his strength, he will doubtlessly start murdering again.
Have you no compassion for him?
I can give you a pain-easing potion. It will ease his pains even if it doesn't cure them, but the Zirfar potion, never.
I'll ask for the pain easing
Then give
potion.
me that pain easing potion.
Here it is. Bring it to the hermit.
And you'll see why later.
Greetings from Ortang.
Thank you, but that's not why you're here, right?
I'm looking for Amra's armor. Ortang sent me to you.
Amra is gone. Leia is gone. Only the gods know what has become of them. Amra was a warrior, short-tempered, but his heart was in the right place. And Leia was the loveliest creature the world has ever seen. The two of them would have made a lovely couple, but then Leia went away with some fellow in disguise, and Amra was never the same again. Raged and howled all day. Finally, he ordered us to forge this armor that neither a sword nor magic can penetrate. When it was finally finished, he left to bring Leia back. He never returned. This disguised fellow must have slain him and then run off with Leia. Poor Shan. She's been worried to death over her sister ever since.
Shan Muyir is Leia's sister?
That she is. Go and ask her yourself if you don't believe me.
The rune calls. 'Twill be done.
Okay,
Ah,
back to
so
Shan.
you're back.
You were Leia's sister?
Yes. May the gods protect her wherever she is, and her beloved as well, even though their love brought nothing but misfortune to our house. You should know that Amra once hired on as a mercenary for my father. At that time, my sister Leia fell in love with him, and would certainly have become his wife had a wealthy mage not already asked for her hand. And so my father sent Amra away. Leia gave him a sign of her favor, her most precious possession, the pledge of the gods. A golden ring, which she had once received from the hand of the goddess Elen herself. Then the mage came and took Leia with him, and that was the last we heard from her. But one day the mage returned, raging with fury. He killed my father and destroyed our home. I never found out exactly what happened back then, but you aren't the only one interested in the history of the House of Muir. For days, there have been strange creatures lingering about the ruins of our house. They seem to be looking for something there.
Perhaps they're looking for Amra's armor. I'll have a look myself. Where exactly will I find your house?
Take the road to the east after the North Bridge, then you'll come right to it, but all that's left of it is a ruin. There is nothing to be found there.
Someone seems to have a different opinion.
Ah, so you're...
Okay, I forgot about this quest.
I am ready.
Let's pick
To
everyone and
adventure.
let's do it before
Forwards. Follow me.
we dispatch the ghost.
Forwards. Quickly now. To adventure.
That should be the house, and as
Follow
you can
me.
see, we are not alone. I'll actually go into RTS view for this.
Here.
Everywhere! Close the ranks!
They're everywhere!
Close the ranks! Hold on, men!
Yes.
Reinforce the defenses! Ready and able.
At your service. They're everywhere.
Hold on, at your command.
Would be nice
Ready
if
and able. Ready
our hero
and
actually,
able. At your service.
At your
if our
service.
hero actually
Send them to the River of Souls.
attacked.
I am ready. To adventure. Yes. Let's go.
We got a letter from Santos.
Forwards. Let's go.
Let's group up
Let's go.
and let's
The rune calls.
get the last of the ghosts, hopefully.
Right away.
We should be strong enough
At
to
your
kill him now.
service.
Ready and able.
The rune calls.
Here. Quickly now. On my command.
I'll save the game here,
I
and
shall not fail.
I don't have all of the cooldowns
At
up.
arms, men.
Let's try it without.
Follow me. Here, now. For freedom.
Pull him with magic.
Close the ranks! Reinforce the defenses! An enemy attack! They're everywhere!
Right away. Very well. For the rune.
I shall
Hold
not
on,
fail.
men.
Yeah, this is still
We must
very
drive them
close.
back.
At your service. Attack!
Close the
One of the
ranks.
fighters.
On my way. Onward,
Hold on,
warriors.
men.
I shall not fail.
Okay,
Destiny away. Quickly
we
now.
were able to kill him. We got a nice ring. Peek
I am
notice
ready.
yet.
Follow me. To adventure.
I think we should
Forwards.
return to Orta here to finish the quest. It's the... Or is it already solved? Ghost of the Mine. Nope. Anyway, let's talk to Orta. And we'll see if he has anything to tell us. Ghost. Yeah, from the deep. I think it's already solved. Let's make sure and talk to
adventure.
Orta anyway.
Ah, it's you. Tell me of your latest adventures, and don't forget to look at our merchandise.
Yeah.
On my command.
Let's go. Any new lines?
Let's go.
So,
What does the
next
room
thing to do
desire?
is go back to the Hermit in Greyfell. And also turn in the Ecos quest.
Ah, you're back.
I have examined the 3 gravestones.
And?
I could actually make out words. Tar, Shin, and Gar.
What might that mean?
I don't know, Sandor.
Go to Goran, the old scholar. Perhaps he can decipher those words. He knows a lot about the old languages.
Yeah, as I've said, a lot of running. Should go here to the scholar.
What is it this time?
Sandor sent me.
A cobbler? Huh, I would never have thought that a warrior would be out and about on orders from a cobbler.
Do the words Tar, Gar, and Shin mean anything to you? Perhaps an old language you might know?
Not a language. That's a name. An old, hated name. The Child Slaughterer. His name was Shin Targar, the last sorcerer of Greyfell. In his greed for power, he slew 3 sons and offered their blood as a sacrifice to the Red Horde. But the Horde betrayed him, as they did so many others. That was still before the days of the Circle. The citizens of Greyfell drove him away when they discovered what he had done. Embittered, he ran away into a cave and sealed up its entrance forever.
Then those are the voices of his slain sons who curse his name.
Yes, may he be damned forever.
And, you guessed it, back to Sandor. And don't worry, we'll go back to Goran with different quests later.
Ah, you're back.
I went to see Goran.
And? What does he say?
He thinks the words form the name of an old sorcerer, Shin Targar.
An old sorcerer? There is a cave up there in the mountains. They say you can find the grave of an old sorcerer up there. I'd bet anything it's full of treasures. The cave is sealed with a stone gate. Nobody has been able to open it so far. If it's the grave of that sorcerer...
Then his name might open the gate.
Come along! Follow me! We're going to the cave!
Only a cobbler. So much for that.
Or does he follow me, or do I follow him? Yeah, he follows me. Let's go return back to the hermit. Once again, I'll do a quick cut here. Okay, we're back at the hermit again.
The potion. Do you have the potion?
We only have the paint suiting one.
No. Get away with it. That will only retard the pain. You don't understand. Nobody understands me. I must...
What must you do? What's wrong with you?
They say I'm a murderer. Perhaps I am, but I didn't do it voluntarily. Once, I fell under the spell of a Dryad. A horrible enchantment. Magnificently beautiful. And yet, cold and consuming like frost. She gave me hours. I can't begin to describe them. But one night, she stole a lock of my hair. Since then, we have been bound together in a pact. Her hate burns in my breast. Men are rivals. Women challenge her beauty. They must all die. All of them.
I will liberate you from your spell. Where is the grove of this Dryad?
In the forest of Eloni, near a pond. That's where I met her the first time. But be careful. She knows what I know. She'll be expecting you.
And that's the reason why we didn't ask for the panacea, only for the pain suiting potion. Because with the panacea, he would have gone mad anyway and would have attacked us. With the pain suiting potion, we actually got the lines about the Dryad, and we can free the hermit and end the quest in kind of a happy ending. Let's go to the cave. And I'm not sure I will be able to kill the sorcerer at this point with my current power level. I'll try, and if I fail once or twice, I'll return again later. Save the game. Yeah. My trusty cobbler 8 is coming after me. But I'll probably need... Yeah, I need him next to me to call for Shintangar.
We're under attack.
Level 23. Let's try to use two shot.
Enemies beware.
Yeah. Not a chance. Let's load the game. And we'll try this quest later. Hope I didn't break it with asking the cobbler to come after me. Actually, what we should do is make sure the ghost is spawned. Yeah, there's something in the chest. Oh, I forgot during the first. Call for Shintangar, and since we don't have a chance to kill him, we can run away. He spawned, he will be there next time when we enter. Aura of life tap, so he steals health and he regenerates quicker than we can kill him. Poor Sendor. Okay, I think that's all of the quests for now. No, we still have the Alone one. I'll save the game, and when I'm next to the Dryads in Elodie, I'll return to you again. Okay, I'm at the Dryad Lake. There are actually two evil Dryads here. One is a Dryad, one's only a Nymphet. I've actually reloaded the game again and not summoned, and this time I haven't summoned the Fusroda or Shinta something guy because I've tested it, and even if I leave the map and return, I can still, the knight still or cobbler still follows me around. What I want to try is to kill the Dryads by myself first. If I don't succeed, yeah, take a lot of damage.
Stay with me, man.
But I also take a lot of damage from them. I mean, if I were attacking for the whole time.
Rune warriors, stand by me.
Okay, stronger than I thought. During the last playthrough, I wasn't able to kill her. I had to use. Thankfully, I still have had some of these soldiers left, and they helped me a lot here. Didn't need them this time. Let's return to the Hermit. Okay, we're back at the Sick Hermit again.
Have you found it? Do you have my hair? Ye gods, release me.
Here, take back your lock of hair. You are free.
I thank you. She is gone. Her call. She is gone. Finally, silence. Except for...
the voices of the ones you killed for her sake.
They will pursue me until the end of my life.
In the final analysis, we always pay for what we do, be it in this life or the next.
Okay, and this way you can actually save the Hermit. This part was all over the place, a lot of running, but next time we'll be doing the usual at the RTS/RPG and clearing one of the maps. Thank you for watching and see you guys next time.